Hello, church. For this morning's devotional, I want to focus on the Saturday after Jesus' crucifixion. The disciples were all gathered in that upper room, and they were behind the locked door for fear of the Jews. But from their perspective, everything had been going great. Things were just going great. Just a moment ago, everything was fine. They had been with Jesus in his ministry. He had been healing and feeding and teaching and doing miracles. Everything was just going great. And then even they came into Jerusalem. Everybody hailed him as king, and he was going to take over the throne of David. He confounded the religious leaders that they tried to trick him in their teachings and in his teachings. But then it all just crashed. It was all just over in a moment. And it's not like they were waiting for the resurrection. They didn't understand it. Jesus tried to tell them several times. We're told in John chapter 2, when Jesus was dealing with the religious leaders, he had cleansed the temple and he had told them, destroy this temple and I'll raise it in 3 days. And we're told there he was speaking about his body, but the disciples didn't understand this till after he was raised from the dead. And so we know that right there on Saturday, they have no idea what happened. It all just crashed. It's all over as far as they're concerned. And now what? Now what do we do? What's going to happen tomorrow? We can't even leave here because they're going to kill us too. And so they're just stuck. They have no idea what to do. And there's fear. I think a lot of people are going through that today, in the same boat. Not everybody, maybe 1 out of every 2 or something. I know that throughout Sunny Hills, people are doing pretty well, the Sunny Hills Church. But a lot of people are feeling that same way. Everything just crashed. Now what? What's going to happen? And there's all kinds of fear. And so what I want us to notice is, in their fear, Jesus appears to them. He sends a message. He's risen. But they don't believe it. None of them believe it. And so he appears to them in their fear. And he wants to comfort them. He wants them to know. Like he said, lo, I am with you always until the ends of the earth, until the ends of the age. He doesn't want them to be afraid. He wants them to trust him. So he appears to them and he comforts them and lets them know it's going to be okay. I said all the disciples, but they weren't all there, were they? There was somebody missing. Anybody know who that is? You can say it. I won't hear you, but you can say it. Yeah, there was one missing. It was doubting Thomas. That one was missing. Doubting Thomas. Doesn't he get a bad rap? Isn't that just unfair? For 2,000 years, this guy has come to be known as Doubting Thomas. It's like, well, yeah, but Jesus says, why did you doubt? They all doubted. They're all doubting. Nobody believes. Everybody's afraid. Well, not everybody. This is what I want to say. Doubting Thomas. Thomas wasn't there. Well, where was he? Where was Thomas? All the other disciples were gathered there, fearing the Jews. Where was Thomas? I don't know. I don't know where Thomas was, but I know where he wasn't. He wasn't among the disciples who were gathered in the upper room, locked behind closed doors for fear of the Jews. I know he wasn't there. Yeah, I know. Thomas doubted. But of all the disciples, he seems to be one who just didn't have a lot of fear. Back in John 11, when Jesus decided to go to Jerusalem, and everybody knew that they were looking to stone him anyway, they tried to dissuade him, I think. But when he finally decides to go up because Lazarus is dead and he wants to go there and raise him from the dead, Thomas says, well, let's go die with him. That's Thomas. And here, he's not there among the disciples hiding in fear. This guy gets a bad rap. But Jesus appears to him too. And when he says, "Why did you doubt?" to Thomas, maybe he was saying, not why did you doubt, but why did you doubt? Like of all the disciples, why'd you doubt? Maybe Jesus had a lot more faith in Thomas that he wouldn't have, but he did. And they did. And we do. We have doubts and fears as well. Jesus appeared to the disciples. He appeared to Thomas. And I think he wants to appear to us too. Maybe not in a vision or in an apparition or whatever that is in his resurrected body. Maybe not like that. Or maybe there's been a lot of stories through the Middle East and Africa and India, in places where you don't have access to Christianity, the Bible, the community of faith, where people have reported that they've had an experience. They've seen Jesus. He's appeared to them. Now that's not my story, but it's theirs. A lot of people they've had that experience, or they claim to have. But he tells Thomas, "Blessed are you because you've seen, but blessed are those who have not seen." So it's not like he wants to appear to everybody in a vision to sort of lead them along. There's another way he wants to appear, and that's through the church, through the body of Christ. When Jesus came to me, he didn't come to me through a vision. I didn't see a man in white talking to me like some have claimed. But I did see him. He came to me in the love and the compassion of his people, of the body of Christ, which is supposed to be him on the earth. And so my encouragement today is that Jesus wants to appear to people in their trouble. And he can appear visibly, I guess. I think he can. But he wants to appear through you and I. He wants to appear through his church. He wants to be present in people's lives through the love and compassion and service of the church. And so my encouragement is that we find ways to be the presence of Jesus appearing to people who are hurting and scared and just feeling crashed in their lives. And some are doing it through encouraging notes. Some are doing it through providing grocery service. Some are doing it through sidewalk chalk. We've had people sidewalk chalk our house for Happy Easter. This week we'd like to do it through a food bank. We'd like to help a food bank, a local food bank, Buena Park Church of Christ, who are hurting. They need some help with their food bank. And there are other food banks we can help as well. But if you'd like to help with that, you can email me and we can work that out. I'd like to pick up the stuff on Friday and deliver it on Saturday morning. But find a way, if not that, find a way to be the presence of Jesus for people who are hurting, who are crushed right now. God bless you today.